I believe strongly in partnerships.
Okay.
I believe that where you fall short, somebody else will be able to pull you up.
Great.
So I'm a great believer. I've had other businesses and I always tend to have a partner because I know my strengths and I tend to pick other people's strengths.
Good.
And we come together to create.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Business Sense with Aramide. On today's episode, we have a very special guest who is going to talk to us about turning your passion into your paycheck. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to Business Sense with Aramide. Like I said before, we have a special guest with us who's going to be sharing about turning her passion, how she turned her passion into her paycheck. We have Omorinsola Arogundade of the Hairmasters Studio with us. Hi, Morin.
Hi, Aramide. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Cool, and you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So as you know, the topic is your passion, turning your passion into your paycheck. So before we even go into some of those questions, can you tell us about you and your business?
Okay, so my business is very new. It's less than 12 months old.
Okay.
Up before then, I was working in the oil and gas industry for about 8 years here in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I decided to start up a hair business, open up a salon. And it's been just about 11 months. It's been very interesting as well. So I'll tell you more about it.
Okay, thank you. So I'll go straight into the passion side. How did you get into this business, and would you call it your passion?
I won't call it my passion. I feel like it's
Okay.
an interest that I've had for a very long time. I've always loved hair. I've always experimented with hair. And the opportunity came up for me to actually take over an existing salon.
Okay.
So that was how it happened. And I decided to branch off. So I have a business partner as well. We started by doing extensions and weaves, and then we decided to go into a full-fledged salon, and that was really how it came on. I wouldn't say it's a passion; it's more of an interest, and I kind of wanted to see where the business would take us, and that was why we.
Oh wow, and it's quite lucrative as well because the hair extension business in Africa is in the billions in terms of dollars.
Yes.
And so apart from selling hair, you also have a salon.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good to know. And you're a co-founder, right?
Yes,
so
I
it's
am.
not just you running the business.
No, it's not.
So that kind of helps, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I believe strongly in partnerships.
Okay.
I believe that where you fall short, somebody else will be able to pull you up.
Great.
So I'm a great believer. I've had other businesses and I always tend to have a partner because I know my strengths and I tend to pick other people's strengths.
Good.
And we come together to create something.
That's good
strong.
learning for us,
Yes,
actually.
yes,
Thank you
yes,
for that.
yes.
Okay, so talking about passion now, or interests, as you like to call it, and I know that you're doing this now. I've seen a lot of your stuff on social media. You guys are making such good progress and traction.
Thank God.
How easy is it to live off one's passion or interest in your experience? So
Okay.
shouldn't people always have a buffer, savings, trust fund somewhere, or a 9 to 5?
It'd be nice to have a trust fund. I don't, but thank God I have savings.
Okay.
So one of the things I would say is you must plan for starting a business. So there are two ways to it. The first one is my life. So am I going to start a business and suffer? Is my life going to suffer?
Right.
Do I have enough money to maintain myself? So I put that in mind, and I have savings, and I also do investments. So I live off the interest that I get off my investments. So most of the time my savings is not still intact as it was, obviously, because the business needed some injection from me as well. But you must have something saved. Because what I've found is that the business has taken a lot more of my savings and a lot more of the income I thought I was going to get. I put it straight back into the business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we call that plowing it back
Plowing
into
it
the
back,
business,
exactly,
right? And to
exactly.
be honest, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I work in my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
similar to you, and then it's my savings that I literally use to run the business up to a certain point.
Exactly.
So it makes sense. When people
Exactly.
say they want to raise money,
Exactly.
you should literally start with yourself if you can.
Exactly.
Show that you are vested, in the business.
In the business.
So you make a good point there. Thank
Yes,
you.
no problem.
Okay, so if an entrepreneur doesn't have any of those things like savings, trust fund, family with a lot of money, or a 9-to-5 job, but they want to start the business, they're passionate about it, what are some creative ways in which they can sustain and live at least comfortably?
So I think one of the first things is to speak to family members and friends. They're angel investors. You know, I've heard about them. Even I've had people give me money towards my business just because they've seen my passion.
Right.
There've been times where I haven't been able to pay salaries, and I was contemplating going back into my savings, and you get blessed, so to speak. So I think speaking to your network is very important. If you can try and get some low interest loans, or no interest loans, or people just saying, you know what, I want to bless you. So I think you just need to speak up, and that's what we need to do now as this generation. Just talk to everybody. We know everybody. Everybody's connected.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I would say.
So I guess I see what you mean. I'm just thinking about the person who doesn't necessarily have a strong network, but you make a good point. There are zero interest loans available.
Of course.
You can at least start searching and researching online.
Absolutely.
But again, your network is really your net worth.
It really
and that's
is.
the bottom line.
Really
so thanks for that.
No problem.
And what would you say to people who have a passion but can't afford to live on it? And so should they do something else? Or so, for example, they can't find a loan, they don't have that network, but they're passionate about it, but they'd much rather just go and do a 9-to-5. So should they abandon that passion or interest?
Absolutely not. I would give you an example. I had another business that I started a couple of years ago, and my partner and I, we did that. It was an event business, and we literally did events for free. Oh, wow. The first couple of events that we did for free. And it was one of the reasons we did that was because we needed to hone our skills. Right. We needed to practice, we needed to make mistakes, and we needed people to take notice of us. Okay. So it's important for you to, even if you're doing it at night. I never used to sleep actually, which is the funniest thing. I had a very demanding job. I would go home, I would go and get on my laptop, and we're looking for business, and we were working all through the night. So those are the things that will take you to the next level. Yeah. So don't abandon your passion. You can't. It's like killing yourself, really, if you know what I mean. So, but balance it out and ensure that you have the right skills in place.
Good advice. Excellent advice. Don't abandon your passion, guys. So I wanted to say thank you so much for making time to join us today.
Thank you, Aramide.
And we look forward to just hearing about all the successful things you're going to be doing.
Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you guys for joining us on today's episode of Business Sense with Aramide. Look forward to our next guest next week. And that's all for now. Bye.